Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side, April 2nd, 2023. Just want to address the kind of lack of content in the last couple days. I'm in a kind of slow period where a lot of the NBA games kind of suck right now, for just being honest. Teams that are out of it, literally trying to lose. In today's large slate, there were 5 games that I looked into, so that's why I decided to have the episode. So between now and what I'm assuming to be probably around April 11th, which will be the play-in tournaments for the NBA, where everybody's trying to win and everybody who can play will play. And I'll also have more baseball data. I expect a lighter load. With that being said, I don't expect it to be nothing. But instead of 8-10 plays a day, which we might be able to assume here in a week or so, we're probably looking at closer to 3, 4, 5 plays a day. So that's that with just kind of the smaller amount of plays recently, but I do expect that to go up. Now let's address Caitlin Clark, right? She's been balling all tournament, been balling all year. I love her over 33.5 tonight. And just kind of sticking with that women's game, might as well take Ashley Reese over. She's at 22.5 right now. Her PRAs, let me pull it up here. She's at 39.5 PRAs. I like them both. So she's got 30 double-doubles in a row, the most in college basketball history, male or female, regardless, I believe. I think she gets that done tonight. So she would only need to sprinkle in a couple assists to get the 39.5. Take either of those. I like them both. I don't know who's going to win that game. I was a 3-point favorite, I want to say, last I looked, which kind of surprised me. They're a 3.5-point favorite, minus 160 on the money line. That's at FanDuel. It's kind of hard to shop around for women's college basketball. The apps that I use don't have them up. So with that being said, yeah, I kind of like Iowa money line still tonight. I think they get it done, but I could see this go either way. I'm probably just going to stick with the props myself. And then I got a couple NBA and a couple MLB that I like. First one is I like Luke Kennard, points and threes over tonight. He's got a larger minute share. He's been getting a lot of shots, and I think they're just going to ride him until he kind of slows down. Memphis is playing Chicago, who allows like the 3rd most threes in the league, I believe. This pace is going to play into his favor. So my first play that I like is Kennard's points and threes over. There's 2 plays there. One's a plus 140 The other one, I believe. So the threes over, I believe, is a plus 140, and then the points over, I believe, is a minus 110. Sticking with that game, I'm going to go Zach LaVine under 26.5 points. You can get this at PointsBet or really any book. Shop around for the best price if you're on the books. I've seen anywhere from minus 110 to minus 125. So get the cheapest price on it, but I like LaVine under 26.5. Memphis is a pretty good defensive team. I know they get a lot of hate. They don't play as well on the road, which is why I'm not in love with their money line. Chicago is like 22-18 at home, where Memphis is like they have a losing record on the road. They're really good at home, and they've struggled on the road. So I'm going to stay away from either side or total here. When I originally ran my numbers, kind of thought Memphis should be like a 2 to 3 point favorite, so I was kind of leaning money line. And then I dug deeper and I went into home and away stats, and I reran my numbers, and then it was closer to a pick 'em. So now I'm just going to stay away. But I do like those three props in that game. That's one of the games that I did decide to attack today. The next game that I decided to look into a little bit was Dallas and Atlanta. So if you're an NBA fan, you know that Trae Young was traded for Luka Doncic. Atlanta and Dallas flopped those plays, and Trae's kind of struggled in those matchups, if we're being honest. I'm going to take Trae's under 26.5 points here. You can get this. Go ahead. I could just give you access to this. So you can get 26.5 everywhere. I'll go ahead and give you guys. So as you can see, 26.5 is available across the board. If you have access to a Rivers out, you can get 113. Then if you don't have that, PointsBet's at 115. So I have one more play for tonight, and in order to do that, I'm actually going to show you another screen because this is such a funny. Drew Holiday is a phenomenal player, right? One of the most underrated players in the league. But if you look at his last 10 games, it's hilarious what this looks like. Hold on, let me change the screen that you have access to. Damn it. I always like to do this too, so you have a better view. All right. So if you can see here, Drew Holiday over his last 10 games, right? He's got an 11, a 12, 11, 7, 91, 6. Oh, and that 51-point game a couple days ago. Really wild kind of last 10 to look at. But you look here at Philly's defensive rankings, and the fact that I think really Philly is really trying to win tonight's game. And I'm going to go ahead and rock with Drew under 16.5 points. In terms of injury news, I don't see any in the Philadelphia game, so I think Tobias Harris is back to healthy. Drew Holiday under 16.5. I'm going to do a quick search. So 113 at FanDuel, 114 at Caesars, 115 at PointsBet. Try to stay in that kind of price range for that one. So those are the five that I have right now. Not saying more won't come out later. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got another one. Kevin Durant over 25.5 points tonight against Oklahoma City. He got 33 minutes yesterday, or not yesterday. It was like 2-3 days ago against Denver. He got 33 minutes. So I expect him to get even a few more minutes tonight, maybe see around 35 minutes. And he's never had less than 27 points against OKC. That being said, anything's possible. I wouldn't risk the house on it. This is a simple one-unit play for me. And that's KD over 25.5 points. We'll go shop around. I had to play this at Betway because none of my immediate outs had that number. There were a lot of 26.5s out there. But you can see here, 25.5, 125 still out there. Last season against OKC, played him one time and he had 33 points. So, yeah, I like KD over here, over 25.5 points. Philly and Milwaukee, and then the Golden State and Denver. A lot of that's going to hinge on if Nikola Jokic plays. So I'm not comfortable releasing anything yet. I've played that game and got burned too many times. He's too important to gamble with. So we're going to wait in here on the Golden State game. And then the Philly game, my numbers were closer to a pick 'em. Man, I kind of like Philly here. Do I take Philly +5? Money line's as good as +188 at Pinnacle, 186 at Circa. Oh no, it's 158 at Circa. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too. So I'm gonna lean strongly on Philly +5 here, and I'll send out a play if I decide to play it. I'm honestly gonna wait till probably 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and make sure nothing crazy happens. But that's what I'm on there. That's what I'm thinking there, I should say, rather. I'm going to go ahead and release, like I said, Drew under 16.5 in that game, but nothing else. But I'm leaning strongly Philly money line. All right, that's probably going to do it. Oh, wait, I do have an MLB baseball player too. Detroit, Tampa is in the bottom of the first. Damn, I have Tampa money line. You probably still could get it for a good price. And then I've got St. Louis under 8, which is St. Louis under 8 is still available most places. So go ahead and grab the St. Louis under 8 now. I think I laid 118 at Barstool. So that's it. That's what I got for today. Maybe another MLB play coming or two, but like I said, I'm kind of trying to watch these teams a couple times before I just go getting crazy. We got Luke Kennard, points over, 3-point made over. Levine, under 26.5 points. Trey, under 26.5 points. Drew, under 16.5 points. 2 overs, 3 and then KD, over 25.5. 3 overs, 3 unders. 2 overs in women's college basketball. If I had prize picks, the way I'd probably attack it is to take the 2 women's over and then 6-man the NBA. I don't know. Someone DM me and let me know how you play it. But that's it for me. Plan to be back tomorrow. Just don't know how many plays I'll have. Best of luck tonight, guys, and I'll